Hello everyone, Mariofanatic2004 and welcome to another episode of Mariofanatic2004 Reviews. Now, before this video starts, I would like to say that there was originally going to be this review going to be planned, but I decided to push it back because I want to review something very special, especially since it's my birthday, and I want to do something special for it. But what am I doing? Well, obviously another episode of Mariofanatic2004 Reviews, but I'm not going to do it on this thing I just mentioned. But so remember my Bluey review I did a few months back? Well, in this video, I am reviewing something Bluey related again, and this time I am going in detail on Bluey The Sign, which is the 28-minute special. Now, before this video does get to the reviewing bit, I would like to say I won't be using a lot of clips in this one because like my Blu-ray review, I don't want this video to get blocked worldwide. Thanks a lot, BBC. And also another thing, if you don't like this special, then that's fine. I can respect your opinion just as long as you respect mine. The same thing applies to if you don't like Bluey in general. And without further ado, let's start the review. So, Bluey the Sign. Where on earth do I begin with this amazing 28-minute special? This holds out pretty much the best Bluey episode that I've seen. In fact, I mark this as one of my favourite episodes, along with Sleepy Time. Now, I have so much positive things to say about this amazing 28-minute special. And there is not a single nitpick in sight. So, unfortunately, there's going to be no for the spoiler, there'll be no things that I like and things I dislike in this review video because there is nothing I have any problems with this 28-minute special. I'm only going to say things that I like about this special. That's all I'm going to say. So, let's get on to the things I actually like about this special. One thing that I really like about the special, and I'm gonna go through my favorite scenes from this special, but this is one of my favorite scenes in this special. The scene I like is during the scene where Chili, Bluey, Socks, Muffin, and Bingo will get in a chase to go after Frisky because without Frisky, there's no wedding. And honestly, the bit I really found adorable was during when Chili was kind to let Bluey sit in the front seat, and I'm not gonna lie, that is actually so adorable, and in fact, it's really relatable to me because as a kid, I was so shocked that I actually got to sit in the front seat in the car. It actually felt so comfortable. In fact, I still sit in the front seat to this day. So yeah, but I don't always sit there. But when I first sat in the front seat of my car, that's literally felt so good because it makes me feel more comfortable. And also, this scene took me back. Another scene I actually like in this special is here we go. This is the most iconic scene from the whole special, but it's obviously going to be the wedding scene where they got married and the whole of the Healer family are there, and I actually feel like that is a really nice thing to do in this series. Well, the whole family members of the Healers are there, because that's what happens with a wedding. You get most of your family there, and it feels so relatable because it reminds me of when I went to some of my family members' weddings. I'm not going to say their names because of privacy reasons, but that's what this special reminds me of. The animation, especially during that scene, is great. In fact, I'll talk more about the animation in a minute. But for what I'm seeing, this is pretty much another good scene I actually like from this special. Speaking of the animation, now, like Season 1, Season 2, and the previous episodes of Season 3, because the sign is marked as a Season 3 episode, the animation, Ludo Studios, as usual, has actually done a great job making the animation in the sign. But in the sign, it's more impressive and it's far more detailed, in my opinion. You compare the first episode of Season 1 and compare it from that episode to the sign, and you might notice the difference. Because if you don't, then that's fine. But that's just me thinking that the animation has improved a bit since season 1. Now, the most emotional scene from this entire special, in my opinion, is obviously pretty much almost the ending scene where Bandit was like pulling up the sign before they were going to move away for good. Like, Bingo was getting so anxious about like moving away to a new home. Honestly, when I saw that scene, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, I actually got emotional during this whole scene. I'm like, and it relates to me so much, even though I've never ever moved house. Not even since I was a kid. I've lived in the exact same house for years, but it does become real. But that scene does become realistic because it does relate to some people who are like a bit nervous of like moving away or don't want to move away. I mean, I definitely don't want to move away at all because I get homesick and I'll probably get really nervous if I'm in like a new home and I'm not in the place that I'm used to. So yeah, this scene is actually really relatable. Now, when I first saw that ending scene, I actually thought, oh my god, the healers are actually moving to a new home. Is this gonna be look like a series finale? Like at first when I saw that scene, I thought they were gonna actually move away from that house for good, and probably when they make Bluey season 4, they probably set it in the new home. But during the bit where I saw Bandit taking off the sign, I actually think, oh, I was literally crying in happy tears. Yeah, I was the whole scene actually made me cry. Like, if you think for a second that episodes like Sleepy Time or The Show or even Butterflies can actually make you emotional, this special proves you wrong. It proved me wrong because of the ending scene. Like, this is so emotional. Like, this is one of like the best and emotional episodes I've ever seen of Bluey. Because of how long this episode is and the way how it's all set out, it actually feels like they're trying to like test something out so they can try and make a Bluey movie. And some of you probably ask me, do you want to see a Bluey movie? Well, yes, I would. As long as they like keep the characters the same, they have the same animation team, all the cast from the show will be reprising their roles. And hope they have the same everything as they did from the TV show. Oh, and another thing, I really hope they don't make it live action like those other films that we've also got, because when it comes to like having live action movies based on like cartoon shows, sometimes they don't always work, and they sometimes don't turn out the best. So if the people that Ludo Studios still work on the Bluey movie, if they ever make one, I will be down for seeing it. So yeah, after from looking at the ending, Bluey season 4 may still happen, but at the moment they're currently working on Bluey minisodes. Like, if you want to know my thoughts about it, I have seen the first half of the minisodes. I haven't seen the other half yet, so I can't give too much thoughts about the Bluey minisodes for now. But then again, this review video I may need to talk about the sign, not the minisodes. But I actually do like the minisodes overall. And that's the end of the Bluey the Sign review. Now, before this video does end, I would like to say a couple of things. Number one, I deeply apologize if this isn't really the best reviews I plan to, because you may have noticed I've not used a lot of footage in this video. It's because I don't want to risk BBC blocking this review video worldwide if I use too much footage. Because, like, no matter how much footage I use, or if I use more or less, BBC will still block the review worldwide, even though Bluey's like an ABC show since it's originally an Australian show. But I guess BBC must have like got most of the rights to it. And also another thing, please excuse the amount of stuttering I did in this video. It's because you see, when it comes to me using CapCut, I honestly sometimes not really good with like splitting the voice lines sometimes. you know, where I cut out the parts where I'm stuttering. Yeah, I still try my best to do it, but like it doesn't always go to plan, so I sometimes just leave it in because
I am that lazy.
But yeah, that will be it for this review. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna say is thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you whatever next video I make. Bye bye.